Welcome back to the Leewood podcast, episode 4 of the Spring League, first ever Spring League, and the regular season is just about wrapped up for the B Division. The playoff bracket is set. The A Division, still some stuff going on, a few teams that still have to play. Nothing's officially set in stone there, but Joe Dirt.
It's pretty close.
But Joe Dirt, Silvio the commish, we're here. We're going to break down all of the latest news, notes, and updates regarding the playoffs.
Yo, this spring was nuts, man.
It was wild.
We've gotten so much shit that's gone down between Sammy and the old-timers, Knights and Team Remo, which we're going to talk about. I think is honestly the best Leewood game we've ever had.
Amazing.
In all 8 years, that was the energy in a regular season game.
Never seen anything
I've never
like
seen
it.
anything like it.
Never.
The amount of money that was on the game. Never seen anything like it.
I've never held that much cash in my
Coach
pocket.
Bill was so animated. I loved it. Dom Marino was animated. He's not even on the team.
You know what, though? And since you brought that up, that was a little risky on Dom's behalf because he's getting in Jeff's face, yelling, making calls. He's got a lot of money. If he would have asked, are you part of that team?
That's it.
I could have seen an easy technical foul coming.
I could have seen an easy ejection, too.
Without a
Please
doubt.
leave the building.
Without a doubt.
You know?
And Coach Bill, for a guy who you really don't hear him say a peep.
No, there was.
I mean,
it was intense.
he
I wonder
was
if Coach
animated.
Bill had the money on the game.
I don't think so. I don't think he had anything. Coach Bill's an honest man. I spoke.
I know he's an honest man. But did you ask him?
I spoke to him after the game. He said he would have probably changed. I'm not going to name drop. He said he probably would have changed things up if there wasn't money on the game. He thinks that kind of affected the way that he had
that
to
sucks,
coach.
yeah.
And I could understand that, especially when you got a lot of high rollers playing.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Coach Bill did not have any money on the game. He had a hell of a game plan, though.
Oh, great game plan.
Great game plan.
He held Team Ream under 60 points. Or around 60.
They outplayed Team Ream. I don't
Yeah.
care what anybody says. The Knights outplayed Team Ream. They couldn't get it done. They couldn't make timely
Mike
baskets at the end.
Dunyan was a baller in the second half.
Dude, can we talk about Arumba?
He's unbelievable.
This kid went 4 possessions back to back to back and won.
Dude, you know what I'm tired of people saying, though? It's like they're saying, oh, Zion played like shit. He played terrible. Yo, that's like, look at the Warriors. Like, oh, Curry's garbage. You take away the best player, Zion averages 40.
100%. It happens.
It happens, exactly. Like, I'm just tired of all the critics, like, talking about how bad Zion played.
Well, I'll tell you this.
He's so selfless that he brings on all these other good stars to make the team that much better. That's what I appreciate about him.
I'll tell you what, and he is the definition of not a sore loser.
No,
Because
yes. I agree.
he knows how everybody hates losing.
He went up 3 notches in my book.
I gained a ton of respect for how Jabor acted at the end of that game after losing that much money. He was probably really pissed. He was probably really upset. It did not show. He went and shook everybody's
Like a man.
hand.
That he is.
He paid up his bet. He had no problem. He spoke to everyone after the game. He spoke to me. He spoke to you. The highlight video's out on Instagram.
Dude,
he loves
this
it.
is why he's the face of the league.
He
became the face of the league so fast. It's actually incredible.
I think a big reason why is this podcast certainly helped.
Yeah.
Every live stream that you see him on, so.
I mean, dude, you ever seen him with his shirt off?
I have.
But all right, this podcast might have helped a little bit. But dude, just like he changed it in a way that we've never seen before.
100%.
Usually skill and like, hold on, let's you got the Tim McCauley song? We were talking about it the other day.
Do we? Do we have the Tim McCauley song? Do you see it here?
Yeah, did you get rid of it?
No, I don't think I got rid of it.
There it is. Celebration. Celebrate Tim McCauley. Dude, I can't get over Kool and the Gang. Actually, I think they did that first, and then they were like, it's kind of weird. Tim wasn't born yet, so they switched it to Celebration.
It flows really nice. Like,
dude,
you
it comes
can't
off
do
the
it
tongue
with
so good.
anybody else's name.
No.
Like, if you tried it with, like, Jabor, like, it doesn't sound
Hold
good.
on.
Let's try.
Spencer Smith is still undefeated. See, doesn't go.
It doesn't flow.
Doesn't
it
go.
Doesn't flow.
Like,
it doesn't flow. And that's pretty freaking impressive too, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we gotta get to that.
I was gonna try to go with give Zion Jabbar there, but I don't think it would have sounded right. I don't think it would have sounded.
But
speaking of Zion, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
there.
no, you're good.
We were messaging each other the other day, and I called him Zion.
Yeah.
And he said, "Don't call me Zion. I'm not good at basketball." So I think,
dude,
I think this game maybe affected the way that he's going to play the rest of the season.
I'm a little nervous about that.
I think
He's my only Zion.
I think he has a chip on his shoulder. I really do, and that's not a bad thing. It's never a bad thing to go into the playoffs with a chip on your shoulder.
Dude, do you have anything like where we can make like an alert sound, and I'm gonna bring a breaking news?
Off the top of my head, I mean, let's see. I mean, I got trumpets. What about this?
No, that's not gonna work.
No, that's not gonna work. We got a game show. Fonzie.
Dude,
Pac-Man.
that could be pretty good. No.
No.
What about banana in the tail?
Banana in the tail?
We're not gonna fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
Dude, I actually like
You
that.
like that one?
Well, breaking news: the Knights have just signed Nick Nolan to the summer season.
Get the hell out of
He will
here.
be leaving Noodles Inc. this spring and go play with them in the summer.
Dude, now I have to put in an actual alert because that's serious breaking news. That didn't deserve the Pac-Man or the trumpets.
Big time, right?
Did that just happen right now?
No, this happened a couple days ago, but I kept it under the table, and we just announced it.
Wow. That is huge. That is huge. I don't like the move.
Dude, how many good guys could you get on one team?
I don't like the move. You're starting to get two Warriors-esque. Who's
Yeah.
going to get the ball?
Yeah, exactly.
Nolan has done a great
So
job with
my
Noodle
theory,
Boys.
Arumba's probably going to leave.
Well, here we go. Here's the thing. If Arumba leaves and goes to the A, I think Zion's going to the A.
I think so, too.
So we may see a different Knights team, and if that's the case, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if they stay the way they are, oof, who gets the ball when?
Yeah, you're right.
They'll score and run up and down the court like crazy, but you could have a lot of conflict there.
Were you at the handout man down synergy game or no?
When was that?
I think it was Monday. Yeah, it was Monday.
I was not.
Dude, hand down man down is in a league of its own. It should be the hand down man down and then the A League. Do you realize Spencer hasn't lost in I can't even tell you how long?
We gotta change that. How can we change that?
What?
Making Spencer lose. I like Spencer. He's the man.
Dude, I love Spencer.
But the fact that he hasn't lost since I've been a part of Leewood, probably even further back,
fucking crazy.
that's insane. I've never heard something like that.
Like there's got to be one day he's supposed to be off, and he's not.
It's not like he's in his prime.
I mean, is he?
I don't know. It seems like every year he gets older, he gets better, which is scary.
I mean, dude, I'm telling you, his game reminds me of J.A. Morant. We might as well call him J. Spence Smith.
Nah, Spence. I don't like that nickname.
What should we just call him Jesus?
I mean, that's better than J. Morant,
Yeah.
Spencer Smith.
Yeah.
I mean, you gave him 5 names there.
I mean, he's different.
I was gonna call him Spencer Skills, but we already got his skills.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not in the league.
Hey, Skills.
Skills.
Nah,
Come on, Skills.
it's just different. Should we go over the A bracket?
Yo, let's go over the A bracket. What
the fuck?
What do we got?
What was that?
I
it was the phone.
don't know. Someone's trying to call us, I guess.
Dude, I thought that was your meat.
No,
I'm not even kidding.
Definitely not.
literally
I mean, I know I'm drinking green tea again. And
Yeah.
It's definitely not that.
No, I didn't put it in. I gotta save it for my weekend.
All right. You have a big weekend.
Big
planned?
weekend, yeah. I'm going to got a house in Manasquan this summer for
Wow.
10 weeks, and
the Swan, huh?
there's a bunch of characters in this house, dude.
I could only imagine.
Yeah.
I could only imagine. Are you ready? Is your
Dude,
body? Are you mentally prepared? I don't
honestly,
think you are.
I thought I was ready, and they sent a video in last night, and then I quickly realized I'm actually not ready yet.
You're not ready.
Not ready.
I don't think.
And
you're
it's
ready.
okay.
That's fine.
In life, you're usually never ready. You just kind of go with it.
You need an experience to then get you ready.
Exactly.
Like you're gonna hit a brick wall this
Like
weekend.
eating some chick's ass in DJs.
Whoa.
I mean, come on. This is
Whoa.
PG-13. I kept it PG-13.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
I think you did. We've witnessed that.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That is right. All right, so let's go over this bracket. It took a lot of work. I got to give credit to Matt Rowan. He did an excellent job.
I mean, I see
There's
a lot of crosses.
a bunch of scenarios here.
A lot of scenarios.
So,
what do we got?
Hand down, man down is locked at the 1 seed.
I mean, it makes sense.
That's a given. Untouchables are locked in at the 2.
Okay.
Better late than never is locked in at the 6.
Wow.
Okay? Now, this is where it gets dicey.
Everywhere else.
If Greenlight beats Shamrocks, Greenlight gets the 3, Gotham gets the 4, Synergy gets the 5.
Okay.
If Greenlight loses to Shamrocks, Shamrocks get the 3, Synergy gets the 4, Gotham gets the 5, Greenlight gets the 7.
Wow.
All on tiebreaker. So if they really want us to get in depth, Gotham's strength of schedule would be 24 and 25. Shamrocks wouldn't matter. Greenlight would be 26 and 23. Synergy would be 22 and 27. Better late than ever, 21 and 28. And Untouchables, 27 and 22. Untouchables have had by far the better strength of schedule.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
It's actually very impressive how crazy the A is besides hand down, man down.
It's,
But Ricky John was on another planet last night.
how'd he do?
He had 31. Capers, top 5 best looking guys in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, do you agree?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Dude, he's
Smooth.
hot.
He looks real good.
Dude, he's got to be a DILF.
Oh, without a doubt. I hope when I'm a dad, if I'm ever a dad,
I want to look like
that.
him.
Yeah,
Dude,
me too.
His arms are like, he's got the perfect size arms.
I want to actually be able to look like him and somewhat play basketball like him.
Dude,
But I don't think either of that's ever going to happen. And I just have to accept
Honestly, I'm trying to think what you have a better chance of.
that. Jeez. Probably neither.
Looking. I'm going to say looking.
I don't even know how to respond to that because there's no chance I could ever look like him or be as good as basketball.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think I have a better chance to look. Dude, I'll go through like a couple dude, look at the what is it called?
I don't know. What are you trying to say?
Like cosmetics? Like, dude, shit could change, man.
No, I'm not.
Dude,
gonna
it's
go.
2019, man.
It is.
You could go out there. You could go to somebody and be like, I want to look like Dave Capers.
That is true. Just bringing a picture. It could all be done with some money and some surgery.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Money
that
and
is-
women.
Yeah.
So let's go through that. They're playing at a different level. What do you got to say about the A?
I think
While I catch my thoughts.
I think at number 6, better late than never, could be an upset team. Mm-hmm. Depending on if everyone shows up.
Yo,
they show up on-
Rydeem is tough.
They show up on time. I've liked this team all season long. I think them being a 6 could be a good upset. I also think if Gotham ends up in that 5 spot, is that right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
mentioned that,
Yeah,
that
right.
5 spot. I think they're better off in a middle tier. They're not the same team without Vic.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Gotham doesn't make it out of the first round.
Really?
Calling it right now.
See, I don't know. See, this is.
I spoke to a couple of hand down, man down players,
okay.
and I'm not going to keep it disclosed.
Okay.
They are very impressed with how Synergy plays. Yeah, Synergy lost by 7 or 8, but Matt Rose was an absolute animal.
Dude,
He's good,
you
man.
want to talk about arms?
And Mike Knight left in the second half. I could see them beating hand down, man down. I don't think they're going to, but they're the only chance to beat hand down, man down. But I agree with better late than never going. But how this bracket looks right now temporarily, Gotham and Synergy, I'm taking Synergy.
Oh,
I don't
well,
even
if
think
they
it's-
have that matchup.
I don't even think it's close.
If they have that matchup.
I think Synergy blows them out.
I think Synergy blows them out. But didn't.
That's if
Actually,
Greenlight beats Shamrocks.
Hold on, though. Didn't Gotham beat Synergy with only 5 guys?
Let's check it. Fuck, I forgot.
I'm pretty sure. Again, I could be wrong.
I don't think they played each other.
They didn't play each other? I could have swore that Gotham had. Now, it could have been against somebody else. I could be getting confused.
Let's check.
Who did they? No, they didn't play. They didn't play.
No, they beat Trust the Process, who didn't win a game.
No, yeah, trust the process, which unfortunately.
No, I mean,
I
I
think
give
it was
Go-
against the Bronx Knights actually, where they only had 5 and they didn't think that they were going to take it. But no, I'm sorry about that. They did not play Synergy. Yeah, that I don't think anybody really would want to play would want to play Synergy.
Dude, check Matt Rose's numbers. They're honestly retarded.
Yeah, I mean, 24. He's averaging 24 points per game, 11 rebounds.
Yeah. Wow, that's actually low, too. Not for nothing, I got something which is pretty funny. If you look in the book, out of all the games Mason's there, he still doesn't know people's names.
It's pretty pathetic.
You don't find that funny?
Yeah, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. I think, wait, is Nedwick eligible? I was going to say, because that's...
Nick Nedwick is not eligible for the playoffs.
That's a difference maker. I mean, they were fine without Nedwick, but if he was able to play in the playoffs, obviously that makes them even better.
I mean, Matt Rowan, like, where's Mike Godson? Why do you put Mike G? I literally write Godson for a reason. Go. Shit on Rowan. Rowan's going to get pissed.
I mean, he's texting me saying he's ready to talk about the playoffs.
Yeah.
I didn't even know we're going to call that bum.
But we have someone else. Number 1 seed of B.
Who do we got?
Should we tell them to stay tuned? Or should we go right into it?
That's a good tease.
Let's stay tuned.
That's a good tease because they don't know we didn't even talk about the B bracket yet.
Nope.
Nobody knows. Nothing's been announced. So coming up next, the number 1 seed. He's a member of the number 1 seed team in the B division. Stay tuned. We teased it out of the first segment. We have a member of
the number 1 seed in B, Team Ream, captain, owner, leader, got paid the other night, Jimmy Cassidy. Jimmy, how you doing, bud?
Hey, guys. What's up? Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Thank you for taking your time.
Jim, is this the first time you made the podcast?
I think so.
My first time on the podcast, dude.
First
6
time?
years I've been with Leewood.
First time, long time, man. Welcome aboard.
So Jimmy, let's talk about that Knights win. I'm telling you, you guys, we can't thank you enough for making that the best regular season game we've actually ever had. It was so intense. It was great. It was good to see Dom Marina there cheering your team on and not showing up for his shake and bake team. You know, we always enjoy that. What do you got to say about that game and just that atmosphere, the environment? Mike Sacco, Nico Sacco, like talk all about it.
I mean, man, that was just, first off, shout out to the Knights, man. That was a good squad. Like, I knew they were good, but that kid, Matt, is unreal. Like, he's some type of player, man. But that game was just, that was awesome from both ends. Just, you know, it runs back and forth. The crowd was going nuts, completely 100% against us, but going nuts.
It really was.
And, no, it was a crazy experience, man. So shout out to them. That was awesome. I'm glad that, Zion was talking this shit to Johnny so they can have something to bet over.
Yeah, I mean, could we, Jimmy, you know what I love about you? You shoot a spade a spade. It was I felt like a lot of people that had money on the line, especially in the last 4 minutes, it got crazy. You know what I mean? I've never seen John miss a wide open layup. Zion couldn't even dribble. Like, he was just turning the ball over. Do you think the money got to the head a little bit of everybody?
Yeah, you hit it right. You hit the nail on the head that day when you were talking about how the money being on the line kind of made it, like, I guess to a point, bad basketball at the end. Neither team could really get like a rhythm. Yeah. And it was just, the pressure got to everybody a little bit.
And it's funny because you got to think about it. Imagine guys that are like playing for the NBA Finals or like,
getting
Virginia.
Millions.
Yeah. It's just, and then when there's money on it's just crazy. Now, you guys just locked up the number 1 seed. And should we do it now? Break this bracket out with Jimmy on the line? No? We're going to wait it. Stay tuned. That's good.
We're going to wait it.
Jimmy, if there's one or two.
I guess I'll hear it with everybody else.
Yep. You're going to have to hear it later like everybody else.
If there's one or two teams that you do want to see in the B, to kind of,
give them the business.
I do want to see?
Yeah, you want to play these guys.
You want to see these guys. You want to beat them again.
Well, you know what? Not about beating them again. We haven't seen blue chips. I want to play blue chips. I want them.
Interesting. Wow.
Okay, interesting.
Blue chips, and I believe the other good. Well, no, not bad. Everybody's good. That one's really that bad. But other good like top team would be the Shooters. I don't know if they're still a top team.
Yeah, they're actually.
Well, we can't tell you where they are, but they
aren't
as high.
You know what? I'll break it. Let's break 1 seed so people could start thinking through the podcast where everyone else is.
Okay.
Shooters are number 7. They're on the complete opposite side of your bracket. So if you do see them, that would be in the championship.
Okay.
And I'll give you I'll give you another tease. If you want to play blue chips, you will only be able to see them in the championship.
Yep.
But that's all we'll give out.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Right, that's fine. Yeah, no spoilers, no spoilers. And I know you said 2, but one last team that we definitely want to see, and I'm sure it's pretty obvious at this point, we want the Bandits.
Wow.
Wow. Why do you guys want the Bandits? Why?
I'm not going to lie to you. The Bandits have a good team. They're not bad players at all. But if we have Sacco in that game, I think it's double digits the other way.
Dude, that kid he's awesome. I think he's got to get. You know what I love about him? He's not really cocky. He kind of just goes out there and balls. Like
he's the most modest kid.
Yeah, which is awesome.
The most modest player.
Love that. I love that about him. It's bringing in a good generation. You could see he was raised the right way. Sees dads at almost every game, which I fucking love. I think
Pops
it's awesome.
is a big supporter.
Yeah, we love
Mike
that.
Is the man.
Mike is the GOAT.
Mike is the new Larry Arena.
Yeah, you're right. And you know what? I see, like, I love Larry, but, like, Larry stopped going to all the late games. Mike, it doesn't matter if the game's at 11:30 at night. Mike Sack goes there, and he's watching, and he's getting intense. And he DMs us all day long, and we love it. Like, you know, he gave us actually a couple great ideas. We're like, yo, we got to take these ideas.
Yeah,
right, Joe?
Definitely.
Like, we love Mike. We're actually going to probably give him a good opportunity in the summer. I think we should, get him on board. And but, yeah, like we're saying, Nico, I don't know if he's at the Zion level yet of being the face of the B, but he's damn close. And we can't wait for that day to happen. Right, Joe? I mean, what do you
I
think?
would agree. Jimmy, are the rumors true? Did you teach Nico how to shoot?
I did. Yeah, I taught Nico how to shoot since he was a freshman at Spelt. No, absolutely not. I had no part in that.
I was going to say.
Dude, I started to believe him.
Yeah, I did too.
No, I coached Nico in a couple of summer leagues, and I've been around him while he's been coached at Cardinal Spellman. He's just
he's special
every year, and just he actually this past season broke the Cardinal Spellman scoring record for points in a game with 41.
Wow,
against
shit.
the #1 seed, Monsignor Farrell.
Dude,
So,
Jimmy, not
That's
for nothing.
impressive.
I'm a little upset because I had the 9th, 10th, and 11th last 3 years. I could have used the Nico.
Yeah, that's a little messed up. Why don't you give Nico the
I
silk?
mean, not for nothing, though. He wasn't old enough to play in the league until this year. So.
No. I'm talking about my AAU team.
Oh, for AAU? Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
I had a real special Somers group. Like, they were awesome. They were all Somers, and we took this one Brewster kid. Nico literally would have fit the perfect piece of the puzzle because Nico could hit open jump shots.
Yeah.
I have a couple of kids that Nico can even vouch for himself that I can send your way. So I got you in the future.
Oh, he's the best. See,
But,
this is I always got to recruit for AAU,
No, but
Joe.
he's giving you like second-handed guys. You
Yeah,
want Nico?
I want Nico.
Not these other kids.
Listen, Brandon Geekai is still playing AAU, and he's in college.
Yeah, how's that possible? Can you explain that to us, Jim?
Could you repeat the question? I couldn't hear.
So, Brandon, from Midnight Riders?
Yes,
Very good player. So I'm walking through House of Sports on a Saturday, like middle of April, and who do I see playing in a 10th grade game? Brandon. I'm like, dude, you're in college because they needed a guy.
Unbelievable. Does he meet it age-wise? Or is he just illegal?
I think
he's just illegal.
He's just illegal?
Yeah.
You know what? I used to coach 17 and under, and I can tell you for a fact we were playing college players all the time. Like,
Yeah.
There was one kid, I'm telling you, his full beard, mustache, kid was like at least 23. Kids were cheering for him in the stands, like the
Dude,
birth certificate in crayon.
I was down in Paramus, New Jersey this weekend, and 8th grade. This kid was about 6'4", and he had a tattoo on his forearm. And one of my kids came over like shit scared and goes, "Coach, that kid's got a tattoo already." Hey, that's AAU for you. Jimmy, if there's anything that you want to ask us, because you're the #1 seed, you have the light. You could say whatever you want. Green light, get it? No pun intended.
No pun intended. You won't be
Go
playing
for it.
green light, but go.
Yeah, I heard about their game, by the way. Unbelievable.
Dude,
that's fantastic.
They have a really good chance of winning the A.
I don't think so. I'm sorry. Listen, I know never, unless I'm talking about TMC, you never bet against Spencer.
Never bet
Wow, I
against
like that.
Spencer. Yeah. Well,
My boy.
we were just talking about that before. We can't even remember the last time Spencer ever lost at Leewood. It's been that long. Think about that.
Exactly. So I have one comment I want to make before anything else, and then I have a couple of questions. So going back to that Knights game, I something that people don't talk about as much. I'm glad Joe Dirt was able to get him in the highlight a little bit, But that was, I think, Sean's turning point. I think Sean is turning on the Jets the rest of the season.
I agree with that.
I
mean, I think Sean and Gabe hit those 2 big shots. I don't think you guys win the game.
Gabe as well. Gabe to put us ahead. Gabe, that was huge. Took a big charge in the first half to kill their momentum.
I mean, that was crazy. I've never seen so many charges before in a game.
No.
I think Gabe has to lead the league in charges by about 10.
I mean,
question.
do you guys do the charge drill like during like team practices?
Say it again?
Do you guys do the charge drill during like team ream practices?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, all right. So
I won't go anywhere near.
Joe,
yeah, it was a little absurd. I've never seen Nico get called for 5 charges.
Yeah.
It was insane.
It was nuts.
He stopped 5. He took 5 charges.
It's impressive.
I took
that was
one. I
one of
never
his
wanted
big
to do it in
things
my
in,
life again.
Dude,
that was one of his big. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you're good. You can go.
No, that was. One of
I was
going to
say something stupid.
Season. That was one of his big things for high school. Was he would lock up on the defensive end and always be that take that off ball charge. He'd do whatever it took to win. Whatever it would take to win.
Dude, I got to be honest. You got to like stop showing Nico like on like pictures and stuff because there's a good chance like your girlfriend's probably gonna go to Nico. Like,
right.
So someone's girlfriend is gonna leave them and then go to Nico. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it is what it is.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I would have nothing against that. I mean, he deserves it.
Yeah, he deserves it.
He deserves it.
He deserves my mom.
That makes our relationship a little bit better, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's that spark.
What do you got question wise, Jim?
I know you can't tell me my first round opponent. I'm not worried about that. But how do you guys feel about this playoffs coming? You think it's going to be as crazy as the money game, or do you think the money game kind of killed the playoff vibe?
No, it's going to be wild.
It's going to be. I think it's going to be. Honestly, this is what I think, Jimmy, and I'm glad you kind of.
You're teasing it a little bit.
I think it depends on the matchups. Like if we get a Bandits, shooters type of game, or Knights
true.
Team Ream again, I think it really picks it up. Like you said, Team Ream shooters, like something along those lines. I agree. I think it's gonna have that intensity. If we get Noodle Boys, though, they bring a crowd, man. Let me tell you. Be ready for those Noodle Boys. They bring energy. They bring a crowd. It's going to be good stuff. But, I mean, if you get, like, an Ice Kings who, like, win their first-round game, like, honestly, we don't want that. We want the heavy hitters this year. We don't want Cinderellas. You want all those teams to do what they're supposed to do, and you want to see the heavyweight boxing match. And then I think we get that vibe. There's going to be a lot of shit talking.
Absolutely.
I agree 100%. Especially if it's, like, a decent time, like on a Sunday, for whatever those, like, league playoff matchups are. Team Ream is always going to bring a crowd. Like Montello and Don Marino are going to pull up.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a great playoffs. This is actually a great league this year. Shout out to all the other teams because to be honest, I don't think we played one bad team. Like we played a team that had a really bad game, Easy Street, but I don't think they're a bad team at all. I don't.
Dude, they had the best schedule by far. And going 6-1 is very impressive.
Easily, they ran through it.
All right, Jimmy, listen. I love Jim. We got to get him more often.
Jim,
can you call us once a week?
I'm definitely 100%. Absolutely.
Love it.
All right, Jim.
All right. Jimmy, thank you. We're going to let you go, and then in probably about 2 minutes, we're going to announce the bracket.
Awesome. I appreciate it, guys.
Yep.
Look forward to hearing this later.
Thank you, Jim.
Good luck.
All right. Thanks.
Dude, that was really good.
Good guy.
I like that.
I was a little nervous bringing Jimmy on.
No, it's not like the Ant Montello or like even like the Zion where it's just going to be the Nico. I think Nico's been the craziest. It was just cocky.
Oh, yeah, it was just stupid. Honestly. It wasn't even entertaining. It was just stupid. I'm the best.
Yeah, I'm the best.
I'm not scared of anybody.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, kill him.
Shut up. Shut up.
Do you think they're still like sucking each other up?
Oh, without a doubt. Why do you think they're not playing this season?
Yeah, you're right. That's good. All right, guys, breaking news. We're about to break down the bracket. And then, Joe, there's a good chance I'm probably going to have to depart after this. Would you want to call Rowan after this, maybe?
Sure, I'll call Rowan.
Okay, so I'll announce
break it
this.
down.
We'll go over it. We'll shoot the shit. Rowan could
Let's
give
announce
his
it.
details.
Let's go. We're not
All
going
right.
to commercial. Come on.
So
They're
there was a shit ton of tiebreakers in this, and it's absolutely insane how long it took. I got to give Rowan credit. He stood there for about 25 minutes. I gave it the numbers. I was pitching it to him.
I've
he did all the work.
I've never seen so many X's and marks on a piece
Team
of paper in my
Ream,
life.
number 1 on the left side of the bracket. Number 2, Blue Chips. Number 3 seed at 28 and 21 strength of schedule, Bandits. They will be playing the number 14 seed, who got in with a 34 and 25 strength of schedule, easy street.
Big matchup.
That's a big matchup. We've seen a 14-3 before, and we might see it again.
That's
that's becoming the new 12-5 in our league.
100%. That has the potential of upset written all over it.
Number 6 versus number 11. They came in with a 23 and 26, kind of a shitty schedule. They almost had an epic comeback the other day. Old Timers versus the team that's lost 4 in a row, Midnight Riders.
That means nothing.
No,
the 4 in a row
it's
means
new
absolutely
season.
Nothing.
I could see an 11 versus 14 matchup again.
I definitely could see that. Midnight Riders, if they're playing their best ball, they're dangerous.
We're going to go to the far right now. We got this team. They had a 22 and 27 strength of schedule. They, 22 and 27 strength of schedule. We give our condolences. We just heard that JR will be out for the season.
Some more breaking news, unfortunately. Hopefully, JR gets speedy recovery.
Yep. We're going to miss you out there, dude. He's a tenured shooter and great kid, great player. Shooters will be playing Holy Cannolis in their first season, sneaking in as a 10 seed.
Good for Holy Cannolis.
I know. I just think they have no shot.
No chance.
That's a 20-point blowout, but first season, you always got to give yourself credit for getting
honestly, maybe 30-point blowout.
Yeah,
shooters are going to run through them.
Now, here we got. Let's go on the far left bracket. The number 8 seed has to be the Cinderella of the year. Listen, you got to give them credit.
I do.
There was no shit talking.
There wasn't.
They outplayed
better.
us. They played better. Team X, Joe Merck. Think of it this way.
I'm a big Joe Merck guy, so I can't really be that upset.
Joe Merck has the same record. He left the Old Timers, goes, I'm bringing my boys in, and I'm going to do the same exact thing you guys are doing. And they did it. 5-2.
You know what's even more impressive about that? Old Timers has more basketball players. Team X doesn't.
But they're becoming basketball team.
That's what's important here.
Team over player. And it just sucks because now we're going to get our revenge game. The number 9 seed, Team Dirt, Team X, first round matchup.
We really screwed ourselves.
We did, but the only thing that we got that benefited for us not playing the shooters was because we beat Holy Cannolis head-to-head. So we got the 9 seed. Cannolis got the 10. Team X's strength of schedule was the worst out of all of them. They were 20 and 29 through this strength of schedule. That's why they got the 8. Now, on the bottom left side of the bracket, my Zion, I'm so glad he got the easiest matchup out of probably all those higher double digits. They're playing the Ice Kings, who are awful.
They're going to breeze by the Ice
Kings.
Breeze by.
So it's good because Zion could get a little break, get his confidence back up, win a game by 30, put up 100. Arumba's going to kill it. I'm glad for them. Now, in the bottom left, this is the matchup that we've been waiting for. There's a good chance a fight's going to break out, so we're going to hire some security. Noodle Boys get the 5 seed versus the number 12 who just snuck in, Nick D'Angelo, Chris Asen, and the gang. Shake and bake. Wow. What a bracket.
Let me tell you, the bottom half of that left side, if the Knights play the Noodle Boys, which I think is going to end up happening, I think we're going to have to get even more security. Because there's going to be so many people at that game.
So let's think of it this way, Joe. I'm going to keep this with you. 1. Now, 2. Think of it on the far left. Ream, Dirt, Knights, Noodle Boys. That's good. A bracket of death.
Stacked.
I mean, first of all, we got to beat Team X.
Correct. Which is not a guarantee.
It's not a guarantee. I just think, out of all the great things Team X is doing, the rank, the television wants to see Team Dirt versus Team Ream.
Of course.
They want to see Macaulay versus Lakese.
Of course.
They want to see Jimmy versus RJ. It is what it is.
Of course.
I'm sorry. And now on the other end, we want to see blue chips and shooters. Bandits Easy Street. I mean, dude, we honestly in the Final Four want to see old-timer shooters.
That would be epic.
That would be epic
because
of how much is fucking wild.
Because of how much animosity there is right now between both of those teams.
It's going to be insane.
That would be wild. Who do you got going all the way?
All right, I'm going to give my bracket. I got to go.
All right.
It sucks. Because, dude, it's so fun, but it goes so fast.
So fast.
All right, I'm going to say Team Dirt beats Team X in a thriller. RJ goes for 30.
And Tim goes for 30.
Knights, yeah. And then we scored 10. Knights beat Ice Kings by 26. Noodle Boys beat Shake and Bake by 5.
Wow, close game.
Yes. Shooters beat Holy Cannolis by 29. Bandits beat Easy Street by 3. Close game. Midnight Riders beat Old Timers by 7.
Wow.
I hate to do it, but it's going to happen.
It's got to happen. All right.
All right, now I'm going to go to the far left. Team Ream beats Team Dirt by 11.
Makes sense.
We're not playing well.
No, we're not. We're lucky to be here.
Knights beat Noodle Boys by 13.
I could see that.
Blue Chips beat Shooters by 6.
Okay.
Midnight Riders beat Bandits by 1.
No way. You got me there.
Team Ream loses to the Knights by 2 on an Arumba 3 at the buzzer.
I'm not shocked with that prediction.
Blue Chips beat Midnight Riders by 5.
Blue Chips Knights in your final.
Yep.
Who's taking it all?
Knights by 10.
Wow. What? I mean, you want to talk about
Now, keep in
ruffling
mind,
the feathers.
I picked them last year, and they lost in the first round.
Could be the kiss of death there.
And they were the 4 last year.
Could be the kiss of death.
Dude,
So,
love you.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
All right,
We'll
the
talk. You want me to
podcast-
keep? You want to keep all these?
The podcast isn't ending right now. I am going to get Rowan on the line, and we're going to break down the entire bracket. Stay tuned. Rowan coming up next. Back to the hotline we go. We promised Matt Rowan, and Matt Rowan deserves to have an opportunity, especially to be on this podcast, because of all the work, the number crunching that this man did to put together these two brackets. The A division, which still we're piecing together, and the B division, which is officially set. You just heard the entire B division bracket. Joining the podcast, the man, the myth, the statistician himself, Matthew Rowan. Matt?
Joe, how you doing, man?
How are you, bro?
It's good. I'm good, man. It's nice to finally be here for the playoffs, and I think it's going to be a crazy one.
Dude, happy Thursday. You all right? You always sound like you're sleeping, man. Everything
no,
okay?
Dude, me and Sil we're talking till like 1 in the morning. It's outside of, how it can get outside of the House of Sports, and I'm a little tired, but
Yes,
I'm good.
Sometimes the late nights become later nights outside of House of Sports. Yes.
Yeah,
all the time. So, Matt, we just revealed the B division bracket in the segment before this. Number 1 seed, Team Ream. 2, Blue Chips. 3, Bandits. Knights, 4. Noodle Boys, 5. Where we at? Old Timers, 6. Shooters, 7. Team X, 8. Team Dirt, 9. Holy Cannolis, 10. 11 seed, Midnight Riders. The 12, Shake and Bake. 13, Ice Kings. 14, Easy Street. Matt, which first-round matchup are you looking forward to the most?
The one that I'm looking for, I have the bracket in front of me right now. I actually filled it out already. The one matchup I'm looking at that I think has a chance to be an upset is Old Timers and the Midnight Riders. However, I mean, I have the Old Timers winning just on the simple fact that I don't see the same energy and firepower from Brandon and Gio as I thought I would. And I think it's shown. I mean, listen, these are two talented kids. They have a decent team, but you're not getting your best player there every game. Their point guard quit on them. I mean, you don't know what you're going to see from these guys. And I think with the Old Timers, you have a pretty good idea of what you're getting from them. They have a ton of depth, and I think the Old Timers are on a mission. And I have the Old Timers actually in my championship game.
Wow. Well,
surprisingly enough.
Way to spoil your entire bracket. Well, after the first question, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, no, I know. I didn't, not the whole thing, but I just think the old timers will win that game. Another game I like, actually, is Bandits Easy Street. That's a game that I think Easy Street can win that game because they have one of the best offenses in the B. The defense lacks, obviously, but David Irons and Darryl are probably a top 2 or 3 combination offensively, I think.
Yeah, that combination is dangerous. So you got the
Yeah.
old-timers, and you got the old-timers making a run. Sil actually has the Midnight Riders upsetting the old-timers.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. I think that, like you mentioned, Gio and Brandon, they haven't been able to get on the same page, and I don't think they will. They're two great
Yeah,
players, but they
exactly.
can't play together. That second matchup that you just mentioned, though, Bandits and Easy Street. This is either going to be a really close game or the Bandits are going to blow them out. But I think it's going to.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's going to be very intense. The one thing that concerns me about Easy Street, they get down on each other very quick. But when David and Darryl are on the same page and they're keeping each other calm, man, this is special.
No, yeah, I totally agree, and that's the thing where it could really hurt the Bandits because if they're going against two guys who can just score whenever they want, they're going to get frustrated. It might lead to bad shots on the other end and some tension. That's where Easy Street can definitely get an advantage. But I have the Bandits moving on anyway. I just, wanted to make a note that there's definitely a possibility of an upset. I'll be honest with you, Joe. I don't really have too many. The only upset I have in the first round seeding-wise is you guys beating Team X, and that's it. Everybody else, I have, I have the Knights beating the Ice Kings. I have the Noodle Boys beating Shake and Bake.
You're going chalk.
I'm going chalk, and I think it's pretty set up for that. I mean, barring the Shake and Bake beat Noodle Boys in the regular season, but listen, that was without Nick Nolan. That was when the Noodle Boys were still getting used to the lead, and I think honestly the Noodle Boys are the hottest team in the league outside of Team Ream right now. And it's just hard to pick against a team like that. And I honestly, besides that, shooters are going to take care of the cannolis, and I think that rounds out the first round, sets it up for a very nice Elite Eight.
Yeah, I think once we get into that Elite Eight, I'm kind of with you. And honestly, Team Dirt upsetting Team X, I mean, that Team Dirt shouldn't even be a 9 seed. I
agree.
They really shit the bed in their last game, which happened to be against Team X. So, I mean, that's not even – I wouldn't even consider that an upset. I mean, I know the seeding says it, but let's talk about your team a little bit. Blue Chips, number 2 seed. How do you feel about that one?
To be honest with you, and I think most people would agree, I think we ended up on the easier side of the bracket because we avoided both Team Ream and the Knights, who, in my opinion, are the top 2 teams. We avoided Noodle Boys team, and we avoided the only loss we have of the season in Team Dirt. So I think right there we benefited. However, we run into a tough matchup with the Shooters. If we get past them, we're running into a tough matchup with the Bandits, the Old Timers, maybe even the Midnight Riders. It's going to be an uphill battle for us. I think obviously with only 8 guys, the depth lacks, but I think me, Mason, O'Shea, and we have a couple championships under our belt in the past 2 seasons, and we have the experience, we have the talent, we have the big guys inside. So I think it comes down to how our guards play for us to make a run here and possibly get a championship.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it. I don't think you guys will cruise, but at the same time, I think you guys should at least get to that semifinal matchup, no problem, and probably into that championship game. I mean, if you end up playing the Shooters, I think you match up well against the Shooters. I watched you guys beat the Bandits with a short roster, and that was a hell of an impressive. That's a hell of a win right there. To be able to beat a Bandits team shorthanded the way you guys were, I thought that said a lot about your guys. I thought you actually would have lost that game, and the fact that you didn't, that's huge. And I kind of think the Old Timers would probably be your biggest competition because of just how well that team runs together as a team. They play good team basketball. All their guys get up and down the court. They'll be a tough matchup. You already teased, though, that Old-Timers on the right side of your bracket are going to the championship. Who do you got on the left side?
You're saying, what do I have on the other side?
Other side of the bracket, yep.
So I got Team Ream taking care of you guys in that second round, and I actually think that's going to be a very, very close game because I think Tim and RJ are going to they're just going to, say, screw this. We got to do what we were brought in here to do. 2 former A-Division MVPs, but I just think that Team Ream is on another level right now, and they'll keep going on. As far as the Knights and the Noodle Boys took care of the Knights in the regular season, but the Knights did not have Matarumba, and I think that's obviously a massive difference in this game. I'm going the Knights over Noodle Boys, and I don't think it'll even be close. No disrespect to the Noodle Boys, but the Knights, after they lost that game to the Noodle Boys, they were very, very down on themselves. They couldn't believe they lost, and they asked me going into the game, Jabor, how is this team? I said, listen, they're not the most talented team in the world, but they play hard, they're scrappy, and they're going to give you a fight. And I think they took me a little lightly, and they ended up losing. I don't think they take me nearly as lightly this time. I think Knights Team Ream Part 2 in the semifinals, and it's going to be incredible, man. I mean, this is like a coin flip game again. I mean, look at these two teams. In my opinion, the two best teams in the B division. I don't think there's going to be any money on this game because I think we all know where it stands now. We already tried that once, and I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if some.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I mean, I don't know, man. It's like, geez, I don't know.
I mean, must be nice, But I'll tell you what, if there is some money, I mean, they could at least tip me for holding the money. I didn't even get a penny out of that.
No, I agree.
I mean, come on. Can I get gas money?
10%.
Something.
10%. You could run out of the gym with it. I don't know, man. I agree.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think it's kind of chalk. Team Ream, I think, even if Team Dirt gets by Team X, Team Ream, and I think the Knights cruise to that semifinal matchup against Team Ream, and that's going to be probably the most anticipated game, obviously, because of what we just saw. So, yeah, I actually think Team Ream's taking it all.
Do you think Team Ream's going to win it all?
Yeah, I think Team Ream will win it all.
Yeah, so do I. I think I have Team Ream beating the Knights. I'm sticking with my gut. I picked them to win in the regular season matchup, and they did. I think Nico Sacco is just playing on another level right now. And, I mean, listen, people who walk into the gym and see him, he's a young kid, and they might not think he's, an imposing figure, but he goes out there and he gets his buckets, man. I haven't looked at the stats recently, but he's got to be over 20 points a game easy, and he's probably their leading scorer.
You can't give that kid any space from behind the arc.
You can't. And the thing is that separates him, he's so young and he still has that motor. So it's not like, like older talented guys, they need breathers and stuff. Nico can play 40 minutes, goes into overtime, he can play. It doesn't matter for this kid. So I got Team Ream beating the Knights. And then, listen, you know me, and I get a lot of heat for this. I never pick my teams to win the championship, nonetheless make the championship. So just based on that alone, I'm going to pick the old-timers to beat us. And I think the old-timers are, forget just from an outside perspective, the old-timers' depth, James Brady, I think, is the best player on the court between our two teams. The George Schilling, if he plays the way he did against the shooters, it's going to be very tough to knock these guys out. Setting up for a Team Ream old-timers rematch where we saw the old-timers get 4 technical fouls by 4 separate players. I think they set a record there.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. That was pretty insane. Yeah, you know what? The only difference on that side, I think you guys are going to the championship game. Team Ream is gonna take care of you guys real well.
Fair enough. Yeah, and listen, man, I think regardless if we make it or the old-timers make it, I think, like you said, man, Team Ream is just on another level right now. They're clicking on all cylinders. You have two guys in John Lakese and Jimmy who have won A-Division championships, and they know what it takes to get there, and they know what it takes to win. So I'm gonna take them, and they had a great season just with one tough shorthanded loss to the Bandits, and it really could have been a perfect season for them had they had a full roster. But Team Ream will take it, and they'll be back for the summer to defend their crown.
Matt, before I let you go, a little bit of the A division here. So the only thing that's really locked in: number 1 seed, hand down, man down; number 2, untouchables; and number 6 seed, better late than never. Those are the only 3 teams right now that are locked in. There is a lot of scenarios about who could be where between Gotham, Synergy, Shamrocks, and Greenlight. Out of the A division, which team do you think? And I'm going to keep hand down, man down out of this because I think they're on a whole nother level right now.
I agree.
Outside of hand down, man down, what team could potentially make some noise? Because I honestly think hand down, man down's going to the championship game, but who are they going to end up with?
Honestly, man, I know the popular pick right now is Greenlight because of what they did to Gotham last night, and they just went off. I mean, Coburn had near 20 and 20 with points and assists. Capers went off. Ricky Johns went off. But my pick, and I said this all year long since I saw their first game, how much I love this team, is the Shamrocks. I love the Shamrocks, man. I think they have a real chance to make some noise here. They play hard every game. The addition of Boz has been incredible. for these guys. Steph is probably the best big man in the B division, pound for pound. In the A division. Sorry. And yeah, man, I think honestly, Shamrocks have a good chance to make this championship game and make a lot of noise. But you know what the best thing about the A division is, Joe? Every team has a chance to, in my opinion, the hand down, man down invitational. I think every team has an equal chance to get there. Whether it be Synergy, Better Late Than Never, Greenlight, Untouchables, you name it. I think they all have an equal shot. But for me, the Shamrocks just have very much impressed me. And I think there's a legit chance they play hand down, man down in the final.
So here's the easiest thing that happens. If Greenlight beats the Shamrocks, then you'll have hand down, man down, number 1. They get their bye. You'd have the number 4 seed Gotham, number 5 seed Synergy, 2 Untouchables, 7 Shamrock, 3 Greenlight, 6 Better Late Than Never. I'm a big Better Late Than Never guy, but if they have to play Greenlight in the first round, that doesn't look good. I don't think they have a shot there.
That's the tough thing, man. And the best part about Greenlight, forget about the 106 points they scored last night. They're by far the smartest team in the A division. These are all former college players, college coaches, and they know how to exploit you on defense. They know how to get you on the other end. So I think for a team like Better Late Than Never that sometimes get down on themselves and they tend to let teams go on big runs, that'll be, for Greenlight, I think they should take care of them. And then on that other side, Shamrock's Untouchables, they split the regular, or no. I think they split the regular season 1-1, and the Shamrocks won that latest matchup. And honestly, I think the Shamrocks take care of them. Untouchables, great season, and they're going to be a tough team in the summer. But I think that the Shamrocks just, they're playing good ball right now, and they are going to take advantage of this opportunity. And then, that Shamrocks Greenlight matchup, that's going to be a barn burner. It could be over, 200 points. Could be crazy.
Without a doubt. And that I'm glad you mentioned their 1-1 regular season split, because I remember watching that first matchup where Untouchables beat Shamrock 72-70. This is a different Shamrocks team right now.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I think it's a coin flip, really. With the Untouchables, I've always said this: they have a deep team. They have a deep roster. I think sometimes that hurts them. I think when you have too many guys, that hurts them. I think they're so talented from whoever's on the court compared to whoever's not on the court that if you take those 6 guys that are on the bench and they start their own A team, they'd be competitive too, honestly.
Oh, yeah, 100%,
That's how deep.
man. And the thing is, in that first matchup, the Shamrocks didn't have Boz, and the Untouchables had Mike Glover. That's a huge difference on both ends. And you're 100% right. The Untouchables had such a deep roster, but it's almost like it's almost like Kentucky from when they had Anthony Davis and all those guys. They have like 2 starting 5s you can almost plug in there. And for a men's league like the one we have, it's almost hard for everybody to get in a rhythm when you're splitting it up, kind of even.
Wow, that's a great comparison there.
Yeah,
wow, nice job there.
Yeah, and for the Untouchables, I just think it's going to catch up with them, and I really think the Shamrocks. Dude, I'm telling you, man. That's my pick right there. Shamrocks to the championship. Obviously, I think we both have hand down, man down winning it, but the Shamrocks are going to make it, and it's going to be a crazy, crazy championship game.
One thing, Rowan, if Greenlight beats Shamrocks, right, the number 4 seed would be Gotham, the number 5 seed would be Synergy. I think that's a great first round matchup. I think Synergy is much better. Gotham is just missing a few pieces. But, I mean, if Darryl goes bananas, I mean, there's always a chance that Gotham has a shot to advance because of how well they could shoot from all over the court. But if Synergy gets through their matchup against hand down, man down doesn't cruise in that matchup. I think Matt Rose and Synergy, man, they play really good team ball. Now, the thing is, Synergy won't have Nick Nedwick. He's not eligible for the game. But at the same time, they still have enough overall talent to possibly take down hand down, man down. But I really don't see it happening. I think hand down, man down. I think we're going to see hand down, man down, and Greenlight. That
would be an incredible matchup, man. Bunch of former college players, bunch of former Westchester legends just going at it. Nothing better, man. There's really nothing better than that. Listen, man, as far as Synergy Gotham goes, and I feel bad, man, because Gotham's a great team, and I feel like we're sleeping on them, but just too much inconsistency from them this year, man. I mean, Darryl has been great, and this kid Isaac Clark, who they picked up, he's been incredible. He's just scored the ball whenever he wants, but really outside of them, I think it's just been tough. They only have 5 guys at most of the games. There's not that down low presence like they had with Vic. They don't have a Joe Davis like they did in their championship season. And listen, I just think when it comes down to it, Synergy plays such good team basketball. Matt Rowan, A Division MVP, dark horse. They are gonna, you're gonna exploit the non-depth that these guys have. And listen, all it takes is Daryl to have one bad shooting game, and this team goes off the rails. I think Synergy will take care of them in that matchup, and then hand down, man down Synergy. Synergy obviously has a chance, but I just think hand down, man down is going to take it.
Ro, we appreciate you. The league appreciates you. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Thank you each and every day that you are at the scores table, messing up the book. Thank you for taking the time to really crunch the numbers here and get these brackets ready to go for a great playoff season.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thanks for everything you do, and I hope you enjoy your Memorial Day weekend, man. What are you doing?
Dude, I'm going down the shore, man. Are you going to be down there?
Are you?
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow, yeah. We're all going to, dude. Listen, there's rumors. I heard rumors from somebody that Dom Marina is going to be down there. Chris Ace is going to be down there. I'm going to be down there. O'Shea, Sil, Griff, Shirella. There's going to be a ton of Leewood guys down there, man. We should all get together.
Where are you staying?
I'm going to be in Wall Township, right outside of Lake Como.
Okay. I'll be a little bit further away, but there is a possibility of a big Leewood reunion. Let's all make sure that happens.
All right. Yes, sir, we will.
Ro, enjoy the weekend, all right? Be safe,
all right,
and
we'll
see you come playoff season.
Yep, you got it.
All right, folks, you heard it there. A complete playoff breakdown. A division is set. Well, almost set. The B division is set. There are a lot of scenarios in A that could really mix things up a little bit. Bottom line, the playoffs are here. It's going to be intense. There's going to be a lot of action, a lot of pictures, a lot of videos. You do not want to miss the playoff action. Special thanks to the commish, Sil, who put this league together, who does so much behind-the-scenes work. Rowan, Mason, all you guys do great work for this league. Make sure you come and support. Check out all the playoff games, of course, at House of Sports. Comment on the podcast. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, how we can improve. It's playoff season, baby. Get ready for some good basketball.